All right, I just wanted to do a quick update here. This is update number 7 or 8, I think, somewhere in there. But wanted to kind of give you a kind of a what's going on with the property. First thing is, as you can see, we have lights. So all of our electricity had been upgraded in the house. I'm currently working on this. This is our new panel. Service coming in from outside. These are all the new runs coming in here to all the rooms. With all our circuit breakers, and this guy right here is called a home link, and it connects to a connector on the outside of the house. And what that connector is for is running a generator. So let's pretend for a second that power gets cut for whatever reason here. I can walk out to the garage, fire up a generator, plug the house in, and these 8 circuits right here, which are crucial circuits to the house, will run. And we'll have a little yellow light here that says the generator is running. When service comes back on, the little green light here will turn on saying, hey, my service is back. I press the button and boom, we're back in business. So this is all brand new. Got all this put in over the last, got about 40 hours into the electrical in this place. Got probably another about 10 or 20 hours left to go. These wires hanging here are the low voltage wires for the house. TV, phone, internet, ethernet, all that kind of stuff is hanging right here. I'll also bring down all the speaker wires. I'll be doing that here probably in the next week or so. As you can see, we got it really cleaned up. I got some lights on the ceiling here. This is the utility side. The space that we're going to be in here is basically going to be all storage room. So that outlet, by the way, right there is for the low voltage. But this whole wall will be closed off. This right here is new. That used to be open. And as we get over here, you can hear this guy running. We have heat. So 96% efficient, high efficiency propane furnace, forced air. All the ductwork is installed up above. And then one of the things we did was we kept all the ductwork on this side. So this side we could maintain a good ceiling height. So for our living space side in the basement here, we keep good ceiling, come through the door. And in the storage room, no issues with these hanging here because this is all going to be cabinets and shelves and maybe a little workspace right over here. New super high efficiency 50-gallon. This is a new high efficiency 50-gallon water heater. Works awesome. We'll be setting this here in the next day or two. A couple other cool updates. On the floor here, you can see I have some concrete busted out. I have a new floor drain installed right there. And that service right here is for the water. So right over through this mess right here is where the water is for the kitchen. I needed a way to drain it on this side of the house, so I brought in a 2-inch main here. If you remember, that is our, to kind of just give you an idea of where we are, that's the safe that was in the basement before. We had that little black room here. Water heater will get set, so we move back over here. Cool thing about the furnace, we have an April air heating system in here, so what it'll do is it'll add moisture during the winter time to the air automatically through the furnace system, and it's controlled by this little controller here. And then if you remember, I was talking about that system that we had that connected to the fireplace. I was running this yesterday and it worked awesome. Basically, this little collar and box right here is a fan that draws heat from that pipe way in there that connects to the fireplace upstairs. The fireplace runs, this pulls the heat off, brings it into the cold air return, which then circulates it in the house, and the furnace basically helps keep everything running. One of the things we did on the furnace was when it's on heating and cooling, it runs at 100%, but then when we switch it over to the fireplace mode, the fan actually runs at about 50 to 75% speed. One, so it's at a lower RPM, so we don't really blast the heat through the house, and two, it runs a lot quieter so that really can't hear it anymore. But you know, it's at full blast right now. I'm trying to heat up the house and burn off the elements inside there, and it seems to be working really good. Our new gas service is installed right up in the corner there, and it runs across and it'll connect in with the furnace. Cool thing on our gas system is we put in this manifold right here, so the water heater, the stove, and the furnace will be on here. But then one other thing we're talking about doing is down the road adding a tap for hooking up our gas grill to it, so then we'll pull off the propane outside instead of off of a tank. So that'll be added also down the road. Coming along here, some of the other updates. This is still our water heater. When the new one gets plugged in tomorrow, that'll be changed. The well is going to be completely redone tomorrow. One important thing to note, there is no old electrical wire except for this guy right here, and he comes out tomorrow. So all the old 1960 style wiring is all out of the house, and everything is wired with brand new Romex wiring, all new connectors, sockets, everything is new. This right here is just some temporary wiring. So in this corner here, right down in the corner, we're going to have the pressure tank for the well coming right out of the connector right on the bottom there. And that small drain right there is a clean out. Basically, so if this fails, all the water will end up there instead of flooding the basement. All the other electrical in the corner up there that you see, that's the old stuff going out to the garage. I'm temporarily scabbed into that. We'll get that fixed in the next week. Right here was the old electric panel, if you remember, right up top here, and all the original wiring. As you can see, everything is gone. One item that hasn't been updated yet, I have this black pipe here in the basement. We're going to cut it off down at the bottom and go with a stack all the way up to the sky, so that'll give us our vent, our 4-inch vent out to the sky, and then all the 2 toilets will get connected in here, all the plumbing and everything for upstairs, except for the kitchen, which will go to that other 2-inch one that I showed you over there. So here we are. We are now in the new space on the back of the house. This is a sunroom. Here's our view up the hill. It's spectacular. Like I was sitting out here the other day, and I couldn't believe how far it goes up the hill and back that direction. It's really going to be a great place. In the corner here, I've already got it marked out. We have our little wood stove coming soon. All the electrical is in here. We do have a door. It goes right here, but unfortunately it's on back order right now, so it's one of those things where we're gonna have to wait to get that, to get it installed. Got my cabinets ordered here for lockers. Coming into this space, you can see all the cans up on the top. All the new electrical is in here. We've got all of our electrical hooked up for here. Everything is ready. Even going a little bit further, you have a low voltage right here for the refrigerator, just in case. If fireplace is all put together, ran it the other day, everything worked great. All the cans in here are kind of good to go. This is just some temporary wiring that we're using to get some light up here, but once I get to the point of marking everything out, we should be good. Give you some examples of what the upper area looks like. We've got the frame for the fireplace kind of put in. I'll show you this, by the way. So there's 2 switches. This switch here controls the fireplace itself for the fan, and then this one, if you listen very carefully, I'm going to put you over the side here. That sound you're hearing is actually a fan that's running inside the fireplace. It's drawing the heat off the top here and down through the system. So right down here is where that pipe comes in, and then it goes down into the basement. One other update on this side, we have a pipe coming in from outside, which will bring cold air, or outside air, I should say, into the system, so then it doesn't draw. This firebox is completely sealed, so it actually doesn't draw heat from inside, and it's completely enclosed. This catalytic converter, open and close it, and basically it, I don't want to say supercharges it, but it forces air into the fireplace from outside, which gives you a cleaner burn, more efficient fire, especially if you're using dry wood. And yesterday we tried it out. The house was at about 45, and I had it up to about 60 on a very small fire in the fireplace and the fan running. So once this place gets insulated and closed up, I think we'll have a better shot at keeping the temperature at a good level without having to use a bunch of propane. Just a quick walkthrough. Nothing really changed in here. These rooms are all framed out and getting ready to go. We're trying to get ready for the inspection. That window right there is sitting in the garage. It finally was found, and it's going to be installed. The window right here doesn't exist yet, but there's actually a new window that'll be going right in that spot. We have 2 of them, kind of a last minute thing, but I ended up getting an extra window accidentally, so we're going to put it right there. Starting to line up our insulation. This is the last of our electrical stuff down here, and then we're starting to line up all the insulation for insulating this place. Here is the master bath. One luxury addition. We added a small heater in here to heat this space, so that'd be nice. But all our boxes and all of our cans are all ready to go. That stack will get taken out. This bathroom is all ready to go also. So this is our project. This is as far as we've gotten. We've got a lot of stuff going on over the next couple weeks. This week we have a roof going on, soffit and fascia, extra windows going in, the little bit of framing that we need to do, finish up the electrical, and then get some couple things finished out, like the fireplace outside, the stonework is going to be worked on there. One thing I am really happy about is we got the furnace in and got it working, we got the fireplace in and got it working, so now we can start heating this place and make it a little bit more comfortable instead of sleeping in 45-degree temperatures. You know, it's definitely a motivation when winter's coming to make sure you get everything put together. If you like what we're doing here and you want to follow along with our project, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll try to get updates out as soon as I possibly can. And like I said, this project is about halfway. We've got a pretty aggressive schedule, but we hope to get everything finalized and finished out here by hopefully Christmas. So it's going to go pretty fast now. It's you know, once we get the outside buttoned up, it's really going to be focused on the inside and just go room by room, getting things finished out as we go. So if you like what we're doing here, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. This has been the Weekend Homestead, living a simple life, one weekend at a time. Thanks for watching.